Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next edition of Marketers on the Move or Coaches on the Move. And today I've got a very special guest for you. Her name is Shalethea Makin. Hello there, Shalethea.
Hello, Peter.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
Good, and I'm delighted to share. You can share some of your valuable time with me. So do you mind if I go straight into it? Because in the interest of your busy schedule, I'd like to be able to get it over and done with as quickly as I can, all right? I respect
Fair enough.
I respect it's very early in the morning for you where you are. So, all right. So here's your bio. And because I'm getting old and stupid, I'm going to read it because I can't remember it all. It's very impressive, right? Shalethea Makin, okay? She runs connectloveshare.com. What a great combination, right? Connectloveshare.com, where she supports people that deal with overwhelm, fatigue, feelings of worthlessness, anger, frustration, and to help them find their calm, a sense of peace and hope. She's from a small town in Texas. She's a wife, a daughter, an aunt, and a friend and a helper to many people. And also, I'll add in there, she's also admired by many people as well. She enjoys what other people call small things in life and is on a mission to help those that suffer as she once did. How'd they go? Did I get it about right?
That sounds about right.
Sounds like you. All right. So do you mind if I ask you some questions, Shalethea?
Sure.
Okay. First one. Who are you? Who is Shalethea Makin? So we can get the world to see who you are.
Well, I mean, you went over a little bit of who I am. I also enjoy things like crafting because I like to use imagination. I get very curious about things. That's why I'm in this field. I think it's really important for people to have a childlike curiosity. I mean, you remember that whenever you were a kid and you were out in the yard and you're like, oh, well, this little black thing here that's crawling, what does it do? Where's it going? Why is it carrying something on its back? And it's simple to us, right? It's an ant, and it does 10 times its weight, and it works all day long. But as a child, you're going, well, why does it have this many legs? Well, why does his body shape like that? And that's kind of me. I'm curious about everything and anything. So
You know, my mother used to have a term for that. She used to call people who are curious, and I am one of them, by the way, like you. She called me, you're a sticky beak, Peter. Okay, so that's who Shalethea is. What do you do, Shalethea?
Well, I help people and I coach people one-on-one. I realize that not everybody's the same, and psychology and counseling wants to put everybody in a box. They want to give everybody a set thing to do and a set way of doing things. And I don't believe that's true. None of us are exactly the same. There's billions of us in the world, and not one of us have the same body shape. Not one of us have the same exact chemical makeup, our background, and all sorts. So I work with people on a one-to-one personal basis, and I find the tools that work for them, that help them. If there's not a tool, we create it.
Wow. Wow. So when you're dealing with people with feelings of worthlessness and anger and frustration and self-doubt and loss of self-belief, when you're doing all that with people, are you saying to me that you've got tools that'll help them overcome those challenges?
Absolutely. I've been in the mind field for years and years and years. And part of that was my own personal stuff, but that has allowed me to learn in that field and see the tools that they have available now. And I believe that we haven't unlocked the mind's potential whatsoever. So just the more you can customize, I'm an ongoing learner. So it's not like I've learned everything. None of us know everything, right? So I constantly am learning something new. In my spare time, I'm listening to new things. I'm listening to other possible helpful tools to incorporate into my arsenal so that way I can give them to other people.
Okay. Well, which leads me, beautiful segue into my third question. Shalethea, why do you do this?
Well, it my life was chaotic, just like so many people. And the more people ask me why I do this, the deeper I actually tend to start to go. Um, and the more I work with the mind, the more I realize even from our earliest memories, we have had thoughts implanted into our brain. And why do I say that? Like, my father, he's a good man, but he had this thing where children are seen and not heard, right? So that automatically implanted in my brain at a very early age that I didn't matter. My voice didn't matter. The things that I had to say didn't matter, right? And I was a very nervous child. And I realize that now, as opposed to I had no idea what was going on years ago. And then you fast forward to adulthood. I grow up, I get married, I have a child, I have a girl. She passes. It was devastating. It was overwhelming. It felt like I was on the edge. Um, I felt like I was about to go over that edge. Just a few months later, my ex-husband cheated on me, and then we got a divorce. So then now this overwhelm is just compounded. And then I feel even that much more worthless. Well, why did he leave me? Why did he do this? Why? Right? And we kind of get in that spiral. And that's the best way I can describe it, a downward spiral. And then, of course, it just kept going and kept going. And you think you can do this one thing to get out of it, and it helps for a time. And then it just kind of spirals again. So I was also in law enforcement because I thought that I could help people because of everything that I had been through, but I had never truly faced that trauma. So then more traumas piled onto that trauma, and it just became this layer of junk that I had to peel off. So once I started peeling back those layers, I thought, by golly, I understand this. I connect with this. This is fascinating to me, the mind stuff, and I can completely help others in this way.
So what have you really observed while you're doing this? I mean, as you said earlier, it's a never-ending journey of learning, right? You're on, and we're all on actually. But in your case, you're dealing with some very sensitive parts of people's lives, correct?
Absolutely.
So my question about what have you observed is really, as far as your personal growth is concerned, what have you observed about that? By doing this coaching with people, has it impacted on you in a positive way as well?
Oh, absolutely. I get taught things every day by people that I talk to. I pick up on little things that they do that help them, that then in return I can use to help other people as well. What I've personally observed too is the more open that I am to ideas and what could be helpful, and stepping back out of my own thoughts, my own morals and values, and just not be judgmental and just say, okay, what's really going on here? And step back. If I can do that, it creates a beautiful, wonderful environment for everybody involved. So,
okay. May I ask you one more question?
absolutely.
Let's get down to brass tacks, all right? What do you really offer?
Well, for now, I offer a one-on-one service. I am working on a few mini courses. And the reason I say mini courses is because I don't want to put together a huge course, one huge course. Maybe you just need a little help over here, over there. Maybe you don't need the entire thing. And what I've noticed with other coaches is they try to cram so much information in this one course. And then whenever somebody gets it, well, you're already talking to somebody that's overwhelmed. Now you're going to throw a million different pieces to courses in front of them, and they're just going to get more overwhelmed. So why would you do that? I have no idea. So bite-sized chunk mini courses, that way it's one, affordable for almost anybody, and two, if you have a video explanation of what that course can do and can help, you can pick and choose. Look, I've tried this before, it didn't work for me, but maybe this over here can work for me. And you have to be open and curious enough to go, you know what, I'm going to have to experiment to find out what's going to work. So if I have multiple mini courses, that'll be available for the people I can't work with one-on-one, because I only work one-on-one with so many people because there's only one of me.
Okay. With that in mind, Shalethea, and I'm sure people are watching this, so there's going to be people who want to reach out to you. What's the best way to contact you, and in what form? I mean, talking about people who are maybe skeptical or shy or lacking in confidence or depressed, the whole range of emotions, right? And they may feel uncomfortable in reaching out to someone they're not too sure about. So how could you put them at ease? What's the best way for them to contact you so they feel comfortable?
Well, I'm just a normal person, just like you. So you are welcome to contact me in any form that you want. I have an email that's just a regular person email at connectloveshare@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can also go on to the website, connectloveshare.com. There is a way to contact me there. There's a little form. I also have a little pop-up screen that comes up that says, hello, this is Shalethea. So you can always type into there. And yeah, and Facebook, it's under Shalethea.Makin at Facebook.com.
Okay, so you're happy for people to reach out to you as a friend on Facebook and send you a message?
Absolutely.
All right. Shalethea, it's been an absolute delight and a pleasure. Thank you so very much for sharing some of your valuable time. And I really hope that people who are watching this, who are suffering, okay, get the opportunity to reach out to someone like you, because you're a blessing. Many thanks indeed for sharing your valuable time.
Thank you so much, Peter, for having me.
Okay, my pleasure.